If you are the parent of a child who was born with their moon in the sign of Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, this video is for you. Today we're going to explore how to speak the language of your child's moon sign so that you can give them a strong sense of secure attachment. I'm also going to cover how the emotional states of the nervous system connect to secure attachment and how we can use these states to also speak the language of the moon. But first, welcome to my channel. I'm your intuitive astrologer, Brandy Kahn. I approach astrology from a psychological lens due to my educational background. And as the homeschooling mother of 4, I'm really passionate about helping parents to custom design their parenting approach based on their child's natal astrology. And to go even further with this concept, this is where we can really emphasize the language of your child's moon sign. And this will help you to set a secure emotional and relational foundation in your relationship with them. And if you'd like more personalized guidance, I'd love to work with you. You can visit my website at brandycon.com to schedule a natal chart session with me. I'll walk you through your child's chart in depth and give you everything you need to understand them on a soul level, meet their emotional needs, and strengthen your connection. It's one of the most powerful tools for building a conscious, loving relationship with your child. Let's begin with the nervous system. And first, we're going to talk about the autonomic nervous system, which is the part of our nervous system that controls the automatic functions in our bodies, like our heart rate, blood pressure, digestion, breathing, and emotional responses. The autonomic nervous system and attachment styles are deeply connected because our early relationships really shape the way that our nervous systems learn to regulate safety, connection, and stress. All the way from birth, a child's autonomic nervous system adapts based on their caregiver's responsiveness. If a child is consistently experiencing safety and attunement, their nervous system develops patterns that support secure attachment. However, if a child experiences inconsistency, neglect, or fear, their autonomic nervous system learns adaptive survival strategies that can later shape their attachment style. And this is where polyvagal theory comes into play. According to polyvagal theory, there are 3 states of the nervous system that play a role in our emotional expression. The first state is ventral vagal, and that occurs when we feel safe, connected, and open to relationships and to learning. And you can tell when someone is in ventral vagal because their body will be relaxed, their breathing will also be relaxed, and they will have a steady heartbeat, and they will be very open to social engagement. But during the second state, our sympathetic nervous system kicks in, and we go into what's known as fight or flight. This state is activated when we sense danger or stress, and you will know if you are in fight or flight because your heart rate will increase, you will feel tension in your body, and you may also feel some level of anxiety. You might also get really angry or defensive. Now, in the third state, dorsal vagal, this state occurs when we go into freeze or shutdown mode. And this can happen when stress is too overwhelming, and that can cause us to feel numb, exhausted, or emotionally disconnected. Out of these 3 states, we really want to try to give our child as many experiences as possible that support the ventral vagal state. If you think about it, when your child is upset and if they are in fight or flight, they are not able to listen to anything that you're saying or to connect with you emotionally. And this is because they don't feel safe or secure. And the same goes for dorsal vagal as well. So the sympathetic state and dorsal vagal are not very conducive to creating a sense of safety and security. Let's begin with Taurus. Taurus is an earth sign, so logic and reason are emphasized, and Taurus is also fixed, so consistency is important. And with Taurus, there's a psychological need for stability and comfort. And if you speak to these needs, you will give your child a sense of safety that they really need, and that can contribute to secure attachment. So you want to make sure that you implement a consistent routine for your Taurus child, okay? Because Taurus children thrive with routines and rhythms. Predictable patterns help them to know what to expect, and this builds emotional security and reduces anxiety. They often resist sudden changes or surprises because it really disrupts their inner sense of order. Taurus children feel safest when they know what to expect. Consistency equals security for them. Also, remember to give your Taurus child plenty of physical comfort. This is important because Taurus is a sensual sign and the five senses are heavily emphasized. So soft blankets, warm hugs, cozy spaces. Taurus kids are really soothed by sensory comfort. And be gentle with change. It's not always easy for your Taurus child to pivot from one activity to another. Transitions can be really hard for them. So give plenty of warning and explain changes in advance. And finally, make sure that you introduce art and music early to your child. And this is because Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus. So these children are naturally drawn to the arts and what is beautiful. Surround them with rich sensory experiences like soft textures, soothing sounds, and calming colors. Offer opportunities to explore art and music and even nature through hands-on, slow-paced activities. Next, we have Leo. Leo is a fire sign, so energy and passion are really emphasized. And with Leo, there's a psychological need for approval and validation. So if you speak to these needs, you will give your child a sense of safety that they really need, and that can contribute to secure attachment. So you want to encourage creative self-expression for your Leo child. Leo children are natural performers with really big hearts, and they need space to shine and to feel celebrated. So offer them a stage, even if it's just in your living room. And remember to be generous with your praise when you're praising your Leo child. And notice the effort they put into things, not just the outcome, and name it out loud to them. When they feel seen and appreciated, their inner light shines even brighter. Constructive feedback lands best when it's wrapped in warmth and respect. Please remember that. They really thrive on feeling valued. Also, you want to model humility and leadership. You want to show your child that true leadership means lifting others up, not just standing in the spotlight. So praise their courage, praise their initiative, while gently guiding them to listen, collaborate, and share. When they see humility modeled with strength, they will learn to lead with their heart and not from their ego. Also, support their really big emotions. They feel everything in full color. Teach them how to express their feelings without shame or suppression. Let them know it's okay to be dramatic sometimes because it's part of how your child processes life as a Leo. Help them to name their emotions and express them through storytelling, art, or movement. When their emotional world is honored, they grow into compassionate and emotionally intelligent leaders. Up next, we have Scorpio. Scorpio is a fixed water sign, so the emotions and intuition are very strong, and there's a need for consistency. And with Scorpio, there's a psychological need for empowerment through transformation, which means that your child will go through many significant changes throughout their life. That will be a normal part of their growth process. Please make sure that you respect their need for privacy. Your Scorpio child is naturally very private and guarded, even from a young age. They value emotional safety, which often means keeping parts of themselves hidden until they feel deeply secure. Respecting their space and not prying into their journals, their conversations, or their internal world will build trust. When they know you honor their boundaries, they're more likely to open up to you over time. Trust is their currency. Earn it slowly and keep it sacred. We also want to make sure that we model emotional regulation, because Scorpio children absorb emotional energy like sponges, and your nervous system actually becomes a blueprint for theirs. So if you explode or suppress your feelings, they may mirror back to you what you're showing them. So you want to show them what it looks like to take deep breaths, to speak your truth calmly, and to regulate your reactions. They will trust your leadership so much more when you stay grounded during emotional storms. Remember, they will match your energy before they match your words. Avoid power struggles. Scorpio children don't respond well to force or ultimatums. It only strengthens their resistance. So instead of demanding compliance, try inviting cooperation with respect and clear boundaries. Explain the why behind your decisions to avoid triggering their defensiveness. They really need to feel like they have some control over their life. And when you treat them like a partner instead of like a subordinate, they respond with loyalty and maturity. And it's going to be very important to teach your child how to forgive without forcing them to forgive. That's because Scorpio children often hold on to grudges because they feel things like betrayal on a very deep level. So teach them that forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting or allowing someone to harm them. It only means releasing the pain that's in their heart. And let them take the time that they need to process events before moving forward. Guide them through this with compassion, not pressure, because the capacity for forgiveness becomes a strength when it's rooted in empowerment. And finally, we have Aquarius. Aquarius is a fixed air sign, so relationships, communication, and stability are fundamental. Aquarius has a psychological need for breaking through barriers and challenging societal norms. So celebrate your child's uniqueness because they are born to stand out, not to fit in. They often have different interests from other children their age, or bold ideas, or unconventional styles. Please avoid labeling them as weird, and instead show curiosity and respect for their choices. Your affirmation of their uniqueness will help them to build deep self-confidence. Since Aquarius is an air sign, they often have strong opinions and they resist being told what to think. Nurture this by encouraging healthy debate and critical thinking. Give your child space to question authority and systems. It will help them to grow into innovative and solution-oriented adults. It will also be important to model emotional intelligence. Aquarius children can be very emotionally detached or logical when upset. Instead of forcing them to feel more, model emotional language and self-awareness, and help your child to understand that emotions do have value, even if they're not always comfortable feeling them. This will build emotional fluency over a period of time. And please remember to foster a sense of community for your Aquarius child. Despite their independence, Aquarius children deeply care about the collective, about humanity. They are natural humanitarians, and they often feel connected to really big causes. So support their desire to help others by involving them in community projects or teaching empathy. It helps channel their idealism into real world impact. So, as we've seen, children with moon signs in Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius each have unique emotional blueprints that influence how they form secure attachments. Whether they seek grounding, recognition, trust, or autonomy, honoring these core emotional needs is key to helping them feel safe and deeply connected. When we parent in alignment with our child's moon sign, we are not just supporting their emotional security, we're also helping them to grow into resilient, self-aware, and confident adults. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to subscribe for more astrology-informed parenting insights. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Your child's moon sign holds so many answers, and I'm here to help you unlock them. Thank you for joining me.